It's soup day. I am going to show you how to make creamy chicken noodle soup. Now this is an easy recipe because we're going to be using already cooked chicken, and actually we'll be using a rotisserie chicken. We're going to make it creamy. We got some delicious veggies right here we're going to chop up for it. Ooh, it's going to warm you up. We're still cold here in Southeast Texas. Let me know if you're still cold where you're at. All right, let me go get a knife. Let's start chopping these vegetables up first. I've got 3 ribs of celery, 3 carrots, and 1 medium yellow onion. Now I've already washed off my celery and trimmed off the ends. Now I'm just slicing these very thin so they cook fast. This is a fast soup. Oh, I just love the flour part of the celery. All right, once we get to that, we are going to peel 3 carrots. All right, let's start chopping these up. Passing off of that, the peels. He's not only the cameraman, you guys. He does dishes too.
I do.
He's the back end of Catherine's plates. The cameraman, sous chef, and the comedian. All right, I'm going to cut the carrots in half. Cut them down lengthwise and give those a slice. My son Joseph, he loves the thin sliced carrots that have a little texture to them. They're not like too soft. Maybe I'll do something for him. And y'all know I love my onion chopped in a soup. They disintegrate in a soup. I love the texture of the onion in there. All right, we're going to peel off that outer layer. Oop. Just cut it in half. Run your knife through to make thick slices. All right, turn your onion around and then just run your knife through it. Should have got out my chopper for that. But this was just as fast, so. All done. We're going to be using a large pot or your Dutch oven. We'll be using the lid later. What we're going to do is place this on a medium-high heat. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to allow that to melt and become a nice sizzle. Let's start adding our vegetables. We've got our onions, carrots, and celery. Ooh, oh my goodness, that smells delicious. Smells delicious. We're going to saute this down for 4 minutes to soften down the vegetables, give it a little color. While that's happening, we're going to go ahead and start mincing up 3 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to lay the side of the knife on the garlic clove, smash it down flat. Then we're going to peel off that outer layer. So I'm just going to run my knife through till we get a fine mince. Now while we're doing that, just keep an eye on your vegetables and start moving them around so they don't burn on the bottom. I got Thomas taking care of that for me.
Jack of many trades.
Yes, he is.
Master of none.
That looks really good. Okay, the 4 minutes are up. We're going to go ahead now and add our minced garlic. There we go. We're going to mix this up and stir for 1 minute. All right, make sure you're stirring continually because you don't want to burn your garlic. We just want to release the flavors of the garlic into the veggies. We're going to add in a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Just shake it in. And then we're going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of poultry seasoning, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We're going to stir to combine and keep this mixing for 1 minute. And we want to cook the rawness out of the flour. We're going to add in 8 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to get the first 4 cups in, kind of give that a stir. Let's add the other 4 cups. We're going to place this on a high heat. bring this to a boil. Now while this is coming to a boil, let's talk about the chicken. You want cooked chicken for this recipe. Now I'm using a rotisserie chicken and we just pulled the white meat off of it. Or you can bake your own chicken, boil your own chicken. You can cook it in the crock pot the day before or the morning of. You know, it takes about 3 or 4 hours to do that. And we're going to want about 2 to 3 cups, at least bite size. Now when we pick up rotisserie chickens, my husband usually eats all the dark meat, which is the drumstick, wing, the thigh, and he eats all of that. He saves all of this for me. He takes it off the bone and then we put it in a Ziploc bag. It keeps longer in your refrigerator than just leaving it in the container that it comes in, or the bag. All right, that looks good there. Let's see what we got. I got my measuring cup. So we got about 2 to 3 cups there. It's almost coming to a boil. I'm gonna go ahead and taste this for seasonings before we add everything else. That's good, but we need a little extra flavor in there. So we'll definitely add a little bit of salt. I'm gonna add about, I think, 1/4 teaspoon extra salt there. We've got other things going in that are not salted, so we need to salt all that too. Some cracked black pepper. There we go. I think that'll do it right there. We got a boil going. Let's go ahead and add the cooked chicken. We're going to add 1 cup of milk. That will help with the creaminess. All right, let's talk about our noodles. This is an egg noodle dish. This is 8 ounces. We're going to add that. Now the egg noodles don't take long to cook at all. Ooh, doesn't that look good? Look at the colors in there. We're going to bring this back to a boil. I'm going to give it another taste just to make sure my flavors are where they want them, since we added the pasta and the milk and the chicken. We have a boil happening. We're going to place a lid on. We're going to leave it ajar somewhat. We're going to cook this for 10 minutes. We're going to check it out and see if our noodles are done. I'll be back. Yeah, I took the lid off at 10 minutes. I tried a noodle. It is very tender. Look at how creamy this looks. Oh my goodness. Who's ready for this? Oh, I'm going to bowl up this soup, my creamy chicken noodle soup, and give it a try for you. Let's turn off the heat. Doesn't that look delicious? I want to go in for everything. Here's my bite. It's creamy. I love that soup part of this. Make sure you flavor all along the way with this soup here and finish it off with some flavor. Oh my goodness, that's delicious. I love those vegetables too. All right, you guys, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you like my video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below and the bell notification. That way you'll always know when recipes like this one here are posted. I'll see y'all on the next episode.